Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I'm in Lake Geneva tonight. Just thought I'd go walk around. I don't think I've done a vlog here all summer yet. I usually do quite a few in Lake Geneva. Kind of cut back on coming here because of the parking prices. I normally don't pay the prices, but it still just kind of bugs me how much they're charging. I usually park way far away and walk. I just ain't gonna pay them prices. I just can't see that, but I don't think it's right how much they're charging. That's one reason I kind of cut back coming here. But it is such a beautiful place. You can't stay away from here forever. So I thought I'd bring you along for a vlog and go walk around the town a little bit. Could have picked a little bit better day. I think it's about 5:15 p.m. on a Tuesday evening. Everybody's coming home from work. Lots of traffic noise. But the worst part is there's no sun. It looks like it's gonna turn dark any second or start downpouring. According to Google, though, it's not supposed to. So let's get going, and I'm gonna maybe pause this a little bit in between here and there at spots. But just gonna walk through the town a little bit and just talk a little bit, do a little vlogging. Not a whole lot of beach activity today. No sun. I don't know if it's actually even open, but there's a couple people standing out there. A couple people on the beach down there further too, 2 or 3 people. But if you come here on the weekends during the summer, this place is packed. Feels a little chilly here tonight because of the sun. This is the public library right here, right on the lakefront. Beautiful spot for a library. That seems to be new. I don't remember seeing that before. Lots of people I see coming here taking pictures. It's a restaurant. It's been here for years, called Popeyes. Casual dining on Lake Geneva. I just seen all these pumpkins and it reminded me I got a bunch of pumpkins at home to pick. I was counting them the other day. I never would have imagined I would have got that many pumpkins. But I counted up to 33 so far, and I think there's going to be more in there than that, because I'm sure there's some I can't see. They're pretty good at hiding, them pumpkins are, when they're growing. And oh my god, they took over like part of my lawn. They grew out so far, started crossing my driveway. I never guessed they would have grown that big. It'd be the most pumpkins I've ever raised. Probably show them on a future video when I pick them, and then probably soon in the next few days. Got some ducks over the rail here, and they ain't scared of nothing. Look at how clear that water is. You can see right in there. This is where all the cruise boats are parked. This one there's called Lady on the Lake, I can see. That one I remember, that's been around here a long time. I remember hearing about that when I was a kid, I think. They give tours around the lake. Sometimes they go to show you the mansions on the lake. Sometimes they show you the fall colors. Sometimes it's like a wine tour. They always have different things. But they're really, really big. I always like looking at these things. Some pretty nice boats on this lake. Some really, really fancy houses too, mansions. Some famous people that live on this lake. I don't remember who they all are. I don't really get into that stuff too much. I know years ago it was a guy that owned Wrigley Spearmint Gum, I do believe, lived on this lake. Sun's starting to come out a little bit. That'd be great if it did. Ooh, yeah. Looks like somebody might be fishing out there. I was talking about famous people on this lake. I have to tell you a little story. I went to a celebration of life thing this weekend for a co-worker that passed away. He's a really, really super nice guy, and got to see a lot of my co-workers and stuff there. And it was in a bar, like restaurant. You could have soda, pop, and they had some food and stuff there. Very, very nice. First time I've ever been to a celebration of life like that. Usually I've always been to funeral homes and churches and stuff like that. This was very, very nice. I guess that's the new way of doing it nowadays, and I thought it was very, very nice. I didn't run into a couple guys there from work, and as soon as I walked in, it was, "Hey, Wisconsin Greg." Thought that was pretty funny. And I go down to the other end of the bar, order a drink, and the bartender comes up and says, "What do you want, Wisconsin Greg?" And I had no clue who this lady was. I'd never been in that place before in my life. And I didn't say nothing. I just kind of ignored it. And then I found out these other guys told her to say that. And I'm like thinking there for a minute, wow, maybe I am getting famous. I'm just teasing. The neighbor kids, they always tell their parents, I guess, that I'm famous. I think it's pretty funny. But it's funny. I don't think it's good to be famous nowadays, the way the crazy world is. Oh my God, it's a crazy world, isn't it? Stuff happening, riding on buses and stuff, and it's just a crazy, crazy world. I think it's just better to be what they call a gray man and just kind of blend in with the crowd. Yeah, it's crazy. I just hope all of you are protecting yourselves and, you know, keep your head on a swivel. It is a crazy world out there. This is very nice. A few years ago this got vandalized. I'm so glad they fixed it. Very nice. A lot of people come here to get their pictures taken with also. Also, people throw their money in there, I guess, for good luck. See, there's a lot of change in there. I don't know if you can see it. See, one of the stores back there is gone. I know one of them moved to Delavan. I don't know if the rent's too high here or they don't like the parking or what, but stores change around. See, there's actually a couple new stores in Delavan I seen the other day, so that's a good thing. Maybe things are picking up. We'll see. I can't videotape in front of every store here because a lot of these stores here are playing music. But it's a very beautiful town. It's more beautiful when the sun is shining, for sure. But still nice day today. Just don't look that pretty. A lot of the cities around this area are getting more of these murals on their buildings painted. I like it. It's very nice. I'll just walk down the street here to the other end and bring you along with me. I'll talk a little bit along the way here. Nice. So, I'm very surprised how dead the town is tonight. Very, very Not very mellow. Just cars going through and probably people going home from work. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace today, just looking over there, and I just wanted to show you these paintings before I get talking here. Pretty cool paintings. I was on Facebook Marketplace here today, and I happened to run into an old John Deere snowmobile, and it was one just like I used to have when I was in high school. John Deere 300. Well, it brought back a lot of memories. One afternoon, I remember I was stuck the whole afternoon in the woods. My dad finally came looking for me. By the time he got there, I was pretty much out. But it was the worst thing in deep snow. You'd think a snowmobile would be good in snow, but that one wasn't. It had such big running boards, it would sink down to the running boards, and then you're stuck because it couldn't go down no more to get traction. Yeah, I went down Turtle Creek with that thing when I was in high school. And it was really, really cold that year. Normally you could never do that. I remember one time the kind they called a mill pond in Delavan, Wisconsin, where people go swimming, and I flipped it over to doing donuts in the parking lot. I was just a kid, you know. Doing donuts, flipped it over, it landed on top of me. The people with me, behind me on their snowmobiles, they came running up, thought I was dead. And they lifted it off of me, and I drove it home. That wasn't too fun, but had lots of memories. Talking about old stuff, I also sold an old Alice Chalmers 4-bottom 3-point hitch plow that I had. That was my dad's. Oh my goodness, that was a son of a gun to get out of the shed. Pulled it out with hooking chains on it. Wanted to dig in, of course, and tip. But once I got it out, it wasn't too bad. I put the forks on the tractor and lifted it up. It's pretty heavy. I looked online, they said it's between 2,500 and 3,000 pounds. That was an estimate that people said online. And got it on the trailer for these couple kids from Burlington, or a couple kids. And trying to get started farming, and it's trying to grow a little bigger. Yep, if I disappeared like that, it's probably because there was music in the background. Lots and lots of people walking their dogs tonight. It's a beautiful night for that. Oh, I just think that's funny, that sign. Free smells. I gotta take a left here because there's a post office there. How do you know why? Because of the goofy gun laws. There's another one of those paintings on the side of a building. It's very, very cool, I think. Greetings from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It's very nice. It's right next to the Starbucks here. Speaking about coffee, I haven't had any yet today. My current flavors that I'm drinking at home right now is 8 o'clock espresso and cookies and cream, it's called. Made by Bones Coffee Company. Both pretty good. I like both of them. Probably have a cup when I get home. or a couple cups, maybe 4 cups. That's my normal go-to, which to me isn't really 4 cups. They only count a cup as 6 ounces, which is very small. See on the news today around New York somewhere, wherever the UN building is, I guess there was some people, or I think it's more than one person from what I see, because I seen the equipment they were using and it's like, holy cow, that's a lot of stuff they had set up. I guess somehow trying to block phone service in the area. And it's like, holy cow, it had to cost a fortune with all the equipment they had, and I would think that's more than a one-person job there. I don't know, but who knows what they were trying to do that for. Lots of evil in this world. That's where I'm telling you, keep your head on a swivel and protect yourself and be safe. We got some people sitting here that they don't like us as Americans, and they're sitting in the weeds just waiting to do something. That's what it seems like to me anyways. But like I say, I don't get into politics on my channel and stuff, but just be safe. Oh, it is just a peaceful night tonight. There's like no wind. Beautiful. Already getting set up for a fall. Got corn stalks set up. And if you haven't seen, I did a scarecrow video from Scarecrow Fest. And the fall partying is starting to happen around this area. Before we know it, we'll be into winter. I don't like winter. I know a lot of people do. Some more paintings. I always got to stop and look at the paintings. Dispensary. They probably don't like me videoing. Oh well. I'm in public. Nothing they can do about it. So many people I see do not understand that there's no expectation of privacy in public. If you want privacy, you have to create your own. Now, when you're on your private land and private house and stuff like that, that's all different. But when you're on a public sidewalk and stuff, that's a different story. I keep saying I'm going to try this place someday. This called Topsy Turvy Brewery. I want to check that out sometime. I think that's interesting. It's a brewery that's in an old church. An old church that ain't a church no more. Don't see that every day. It's another store I want to check out someday. It says they have over 100 varieties of beef jerky, or of jerky. It doesn't say beef jerky, of jerky, but they do have beef jerky. Wild and exotic game too. Interesting. Lots of stuff in here in this town. It's a tourist town. This is an old theater here, all remodeled. It says Geneva Stage and Geneva Tap House on it now. Not sure if they still serve or have videos or movies in there, or if it's just for alcohol now. I'm not sure. Oh, I think they do have video or movies. or singers and stuff. Willie Nelson. Huh. Interesting. Alright, here's another one of them wall paintings. That's a pretty one. That's nice. Real estate office. We got about 7/10 of an inch this morning. Really poured down fast. I'm so glad I got my lawn mowed yesterday. It's been a full-time job this year mowing lawn, let me tell you. I hope we don't get snow like that. Well, it's a little gray and gloomy looking video, but it was very nice. Turned out nice. Nice evening. Look at that sexy guy in the window. Can you see him? Look at that sexy guy. He's getting chubby. He's kind of fell off his diet a little bit. He's got to get back on that real soon. I gained about 10 to 14 pounds. Been kind of messing around this summer, screwing around too much, not keeping track enough. Too much ice cream. Look at that. I'm talking about ice cream and look what I see. It's a great day for ice cream. Pretty much always is, isn't it? I was going to come down here and cross the street down here and show you a bunch of this iron metal work out on the lawn. They sell it. And then we'll end the video there. And I'm going to walk back to my truck. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I want to thank you all again for giving me good views and leaving me thumbs up and comments. And them big iron dinosaurs, dragons, all kinds of stuff. Pretty cool.